Hello everybody, Mia here on a rainy Irish afternoon. I'm actually trying to get a bit of a blanket around me, feeling a little bit cold. As you know, many of you, I have taken to making little videos every now and then when I feel I have something worth saying. And in this case, I think I do. So I just wanted to make this little video and share it with you, and hopefully it will be of help to some of you. What I wanted to talk about was I woke up yesterday morning feeling very low and feeling quite sorry for myself. And I suppose one of the main reasons was because I had given up teaching some of my classes, which I felt divinely guided to do. But suddenly I woke up on a Thursday morning and I haven't a clear path. And I don't know exactly what Spirit wants me to do next. So I was feeling what I would describe as a boat without oars, sort of out in the middle of a lake, feeling very lost and certainly feeling sort of sorry for myself, and there were tears, etc. So the first thing I kind of thought to do was send a message to my partner Clive, who's away, and he sent me back a message straight away, but it wasn't the one I wanted. It was a very nice message, but it was a sort of, it just wasn't what I was looking for. And I didn't want to pray. I was kind of not I was really wanting to stay in that place of fear, and I was sort of anxious and caught up in the turmoil of the ego. But anyway, I did find myself not getting down on my knees, and certainly not praying in the usual manner, which is a very kind of sweet manner that I connect in with the divine. But I sort of went, God, 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 God. And that was it. And then I sort of, I had an inkling to send a message to a friend of mine, beautiful friend of mine who I believe to be very awake and enlightened. And I sent her a message about being this boat without oars and feeling lost and not knowing what my next step is, and could I stay at home for a while, and etc., etc. And then I kind of thought, maybe, meant to say, amid all this, I'm also feeling sorry for myself because I've decided I have no friends, which really is that there was no people available at that moment, or that I wasn't able to actually pick up the phone and ring anybody. But it translated in my ego mind, no friends. So, feeling really sad. Anyway, send my message off to my friend who's abroad, and the next thing I decided to do, having made a decision not to do my 40-day program, I'm doing this amazing program with a teacher called Lisa Natoli. I decided I wasn't going to do that until the afternoon. However, something inspired me to click on. I kind of thought, okay, I'll just take a quick look. So I took a look, and of course the first thing beautiful Lisa's just talking about is a belief in separation. A belief that we're separate, a belief that God or the divine or Holy Spirit has not got our back. And of course that's exactly where I was. I was in a place of mistrust. And so I listened to her lesson, and it became quite clear, I'm in a place of separation. But I was still staying there. It's funny, I didn't leap immediately into a place of trust. So I finished, watched her clip, and as I say, the teaching was really great, but I didn't take it on. I needed more. So I went to YouTube. Again, divinely led to YouTube. And I went on to Marianne Williamson, one of my favorite teachers. And the first thing that came up was how to place your future in the hands of God. And I was I was so moved, because this was exactly what I needed to do. I just needed to actually say the words here, please take this. And so I watched Marianne Williamson. I didn't even get to watch the full thing, but I really started to feel, okay, I can surrender. I can place everything in the hands of God. And I don't even know there and then did I actually do that. I just listened to her and I kind of got it. And just like I'd listened to Lisa, and I sort of got it. So Spirit decided I needed a little bit more. And I got a phone call from a beautiful friend, Yvonne, who said she happened to be she was going to be passing through Killaloe, which is near where I live, or where I live, should I say, but she was going to be near where I live. So she came, and I got dressed up, I got out of the bed, I put on a bit of makeup, I made myself feel good, and I left the house and I went to meet Yvonne. And I had a really lovely time with her. And during the conversation, we spoke about transition, and she spoke about the void, and where there's the place between doing one thing and moving to another, and there's this void, and that's where the divine inspiration can come in, but we need to create the void in order for the inspiration to come. But those of you that know me, I don't want a big void. I don't want, a lot of space. I want to know now. I could maybe wait an hour or two, maximum 24 hours. I want to know. I want to know, particularly in relation to my past. I want to know, where am I supposed to be going? What am I supposed to be doing? Tell me, and tell me now. So very little patience in this one. Anyway, we spoke and we had a laugh about that. And I left Yvonne, and my friend who was away, her message had come back, but I hadn't got to look at it properly. And of course, she wrote a beautiful piece in relation to my metaphor of the boat out without the oars. And she spoke about God blowing that boat, or the wind coming through God and bringing that boat back into safe harbours. So again, just telling me to completely place all my trust in the divine. And the last thing that happened, so my day was getting better and getting brighter, and Spirit was sending all sorts of little messages. And I suppose that's kind of one of the things I want to say. Your answers don't necessarily come in big, grand, dramatic gestures from God or signs from God. Often they're, pick up a certain book, ring a certain person, look something up on YouTube. But I had actually surrendered in some way or other because I had called. And even though I might have called with the most grace or the most dignity, because it was very much God, 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 God still answered. And He sent exactly the things I needed to hear, and the people, to give me those messages. They all just appeared, one after the other. And then the next thing that happened, I suppose, was just in case that you haven't heard me, I got into my car in the evening to drive to, I go to a yoga class in the evening, and Clive has made me a beautiful CD of his own songs. He's made me many, but I had this particular one in the car. And because I was missing him, I said, I'm going to put in his CD and I'm going to listen to his songs. And there was this gorgeous song, which for some reason hadn't had, the same effect on me as it did this time. And it was Lying in the Arms of Love. And it's an absolutely beautiful song about literally like handing yourself over, and that God has got you. Jesus has got you. He's got your back. He's there. And it was it was so special to hear it. And it's about really, saying you're like a baby at the breast. You're just being held all the time. And He never lets you go. We just forget. We just feel separate, or we don't trust. So I finally moved into that really place of trust when I saw all the beautiful signs that had been sent to me during the day, I suppose. And what's really interesting is I still don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I have no idea exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm at peace with it. And I've gone, as Olivia said, I'm gone out of the harbour, or out of being in the middle of the lake, and I'm gone into the harbour, into the safe waters. And I do feel safe, and I do feel okay, and I do think it's okay not to know. So literally, I suppose what I'm suggesting is that every morning you surrender your day, or in a moment you surrender that moment. And we really, really don't know what's coming next. When I say the future could be the next 10 minutes. We've no idea. When we walk out our front door, we don't know what's going to happen. So it's literally handing over your day in the morning, and it's Thy will, not mine, be done. Thy will, not mine, be done. Because divine intelligence knows exactly what you need. Exactly what you need. Your ego hasn't a feckin' clue. So I strongly suggest handing over, surrendering your day. And even if it's an exasperated call out to God, I guarantee you'll be answered. You just have to listen. And you'll come along in little tiny signs here and there. And you're always, always being looked after. So I hope this little video was helpful. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. I'm always grateful when people take time to hear what I have to say. And have a brilliant weekend. It's Friday evening, yes, and it's really nice. And I hope you have a great weekend. Okay, take care. God bless.